Good afternoon, I'm John Webb. Straight ahead here on Channel 3 News at 6 tonight. The Shoshone County Fire District Number 1 held their first ever Halloween party. We'll tell you why two special girls got to ride in one of their fire trucks. Plus a shocking number for parents with students attending the Wallace High School. We'll have more ahead. Also, Robbery in Pinehurst held at gunpoint until officers arrived. We'll have the full story. And Destiny will be up on the ski hill here shortly.
Yes, John, I'm predicting snow in my 7-day forecast.
Okay, talk to you a bit. Those stories plus a full snowy update straight ahead here at 6.
You're watching Channel 3 News at 6 with news anchor John Webb, Chief Meteorologist Destiny Angle with her exclusive weather update, plus reporters Megan Norton and Morgan Powers. This is Channel 3 News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm John Webb. We lead the night with attempted robbery that occurred in Pinehurst. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office was dispatched on the morning of October 26th at 7:31 to Sunset Drive in Pinehurst. The original call mentioned a theft. Upon arrival, the investigating deputy found that the homeowner, a 39-year-old male of Pinehurst, had caught the suspect in his backyard in possession of items that he recognized as his property. The homeowner then held the suspect at gunpoint while waiting for law enforcement to arrive. The suspect, Jennifer Wool, a 36-year-old female of Pinehurst, was immediately detained while the deputy investigated the incident further. Wool was later taken into custody and charged with burglary and attempted grand theft. In school news tonight, the Wallace Jr. Senior High School is taking on a new challenge. It's called a Noise Seatbelt Challenge, and it requires all students to wear their safety belts. I sat down with Wallace driver's education teacher, Tina Brackabush, to talk about the new problem.
The first thing we had to do was do a survey of use of seatbelts, and we found that only 20% of our students, only 20% are using their seatbelts currently.
You heard her right. Only 20% of students at the Wallace High School wear their seatbelts when traveling home. Brackabush took the undercover survey last week and found that shocking number. So she notified the freshman class president, Carter Bailey, and with the help of his fellow class officers, they took the Seatbelt Noise Challenge. Noise, or National Organization for Youth Safety, challenges many schools across America to join in on these challenges. The first requirement is a kickoff event. The freshman class held a school-wide assembly discussing the dangers of driving without seatbelts. Shoshone County Sheriff Deputy Jeff Lee came in to talk about the incidents he's been on where many of his occupants didn't have seatbelts fastened. Lee also displayed very vivid videos of those who crashed while not wearing seatbelts. But it's not only teens that do not wear their seatbelts. Brackabush says that many adults don't either.
This isn't just for kids. We hear a lot of our kids saying that their parents don't wear their seatbelts either. And as driver's education instructors, we want to remind everybody that it's a really simple task to buckle your seatbelt.
Students signed a pledge last week stating to always wear their seatbelts when traveling anywhere. By the end of next week, both Brackabush and Bailey hope to have all Wallace High School students buckling up. But on Tuesday, I took a look for myself and found that 5 students did not have their seatbelts on. So I asked, how come? How come you don't have your seatbelt on?
I don't know.
Because stupid. I gotta go.
Others simply forgot or didn't respond, but the percentage of drivers who buckled up is quite higher than previously recorded.
Just please wear your seatbelts. It's really only takes 2 seconds and it can save your life, so don't take the risk.
In local news, the Shoshone County Fire District Number 1 in Osborne hosted a Halloween party on October 29th. Public Affairs Officer John Miller said during the free event, children participated in games such as mystery boxes and a costume and pumpkin painting contest.
First time we'd ever done it before. There's been a whole lot of first annuals for this department, and what we're trying to do is create more of a community first image outside of first responding and firefighting and the ambulance. We just want to feel connected to the community, so we thought Halloween would be a nice way it's fun for the kids, it's fun for the adults. If we can find a way to get them out of the house on a Sunday afternoon, why not come to the fire station for some free fun?
Two sisters, Aubrey and Aaliyah Birdsell, cashed in on winning the pumpkin painting contest by getting to ride in a fire engine to school. What do you think your friends are going to say?
They're probably going to be jealous.
They're gonna be jealous. Firefighters picked up the Birdsell sisters Thursday morning and showed them all the gadgets in the fire engine and even flashed their lights when arriving to the Silver Hills Elementary School. Miller says this is their first time hosting the event and they plan on continuing in the years to come. But with little to no room at their current location, Miller said that he hopes to host next year's party in a larger facility. The fire district received approval last month for their bond election. They're asking for $1.9 million bond that will fund a new firehouse.
The station will help us out in many different ways by putting apparatuses all in the same place so we don't have vehicles sitting outside, help us open us up for more grant opportunities for everything from the free car seats to bigger, better apparatus to help serve our public, to a community room, which we're looking excited to.
The new firehouse will also include 8 new parking spots, larger bunk housing, a training room, community garden, fitness park, and a playground, and will also offer a quicker response. Miller says if the bond gets approved, the new facility will be the district's first ever owned building. They've been paying around $300 a month to remain in their current building. The election will be held on November 7th. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office and Kellogg Police Department were involved in a high-speed chase that began in Elk Creek, Kellogg and ended on Highway 97 near St. Mary's. Our Morgan Powers has that story tonight, and she's live in the studio this evening. Morgan?
John, thanks. On October 24th at 1:50 p.m., the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office received a report of a stolen vehicle out of Elk Creek, Kellogg. The reporting party stated she had just witnessed her vehicle leaving the driveway, but was unable to advise responding units the direction of travel. County deputies requested the assistance of the Kellogg Police Department and immediately started an attempt to locate on the vehicle. The vehicle, a 2017 silver Buick Enclave SUV, was located a short time later by the Kellogg police officer. The officer witnessed the vehicle traveling westbound on Interstate 90 at milepost 51. The Kellogg Police Department officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop on the vehicle, but the vehicle failed to yield and continued westbound on I-90. A pursuit began. A Shoshone County deputy was able to take over for the KPD officer, who then disengaged from the pursuit. 2 Shoshone County deputies and 1 Pinehurst deputy pursued the vehicle over the county line into Kootenai County, where several Kootenai County deputies and Idaho State Police troopers were preparing to intervene in the pursuit. As the pursuit continued, the suspect exited at milepost 22 and avoiding the assisting Kootenai and ISP units. The suspect then turned south on State Highway 97. Due to several contributing factors, the primary Shoshone County responding units made a decision to discontinue the pursuit at milepost 87 on Highway 97. Within minutes of discontinuing the pursuit, Kootenai County and ISP units were able to make the contact with the Shoshone County Sheriff deputies. Collectively, after saturating the area and utilizing a canine dog and handler to search the suspect, George B. Ohm, 63, of St. Mary's, Idaho, was taken into custody and the stolen vehicle was returned to the owner. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office would like to thank all of the law enforcement agencies who assisted in apprehending Ohm. Reporting in the Channel 3 newsroom, I'm Morgan Powers.
Morgan, thanks. Well, as we said in the tease, snow is here and more is planned for the weekend. Our chief meteorologist, Destiny Engel, is over in the Channel 3 Weather Center with more on your 7-day forecast. Destiny?
Thanks, John. Here's an image of Chair 1 at Lookout Pass. They got 12 inches last night, leaving them at 10 inches at the summits and 8 at the base. As you can see, a ridge of low pressure moving into the inland northwest. This will bring snow showers this week. Now you can see highs in the 30s. Now taking a look at your Doppler radar, you can see scattered precipitation, which is supposed to bring 2 to 4 inches into the inland northwest this week. Now, snow showers likely, cloudy with a high near 32. Light and variable wind becoming west around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 60% and new snow accumulation of less than half an inch possible. Saturday night, snow likely, cloudy with a low around 21. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New snow accumulation of less than half an inch possible. Sunday, snow likely, cloudy with a high near 29. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New snow accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible. Back to you, John.
I waxed my skis the other night. Destiny, thanks so much. Our Megan Dorton has been following up on a crash that occurred on the 4th of July Pass nearly 2 weeks ago. Megan, good evening.
Good evening, John. On October 21st at approximately 11:59 a.m., an injury crash occurred on I-90 at milepost 30 on the east side of the 4th of July Pass. A white 2015 Freightliner tractor pulling a white 2005 utility trailer carrying apples, driven by Wayne W. Weber, 60, of Roundup, Montana, was traveling eastbound too fast to safely negotiate the curve. The tractor and trailer overturned on the center median barrier, coming to rest on the driver's side. A 2016 Subaru Impreza driven by Dana R. Lewin, 26 of Portland, Oregon, was traveling westbound and was struck by the apples that were being hauled by Mr. Weber. All parties involved were wearing safety belts. Mr. Lewin was not injured and Mr. Weber had only minor injuries and was not transported. One lane of the interstate was blocked in each direction during the crash, and crews later cleaned up the area. Reporting in the Channel 3 studio, I'm Megan Dorton.
Megan, thank you. In state news, Idaho officials have approved spending $3 million to help pay for a federal study to increase the height of 3 dams on the Boise River. The Capitol Press reports that the Idaho Water Resources Board on Tuesday approved paying for half of the $6 million study that requires a 50% non-federal match. The U.S. Bureau of Reclamation study will look at raising Anderson Ranch Dam by 6 feet, Arrow Rock Dam by 10 feet, and Lucky Peak Dam by 4 feet. That would result in additional 60,000 acre-feet of storage capacity in the system that can now store about 1 million acre-feet. Finally tonight, the good news. When Felicia Rumor's friends kept tagging her in Facebook posts about a man who gives haircuts to the homeless, she took it as a sign. Rumor, who went to school for cosmetology, says she decided to make a Facebook post in 2016 to see if others would help if she decided to give haircuts to the homeless herself. Rumor told InsideEdition.com, quote unquote, "When I woke up and checked the post, many people had volunteered to help and given ideas about how I could make it come together. I felt like God was calling me to do it, so I said, I'll do it if you show me how." Rumor decided to host her first event to give out free haircuts to Aiken, South Carolina in February of 2016. She had several volunteers and hairstylists participate. She had gone to local shelters to spread the word beforehand, and 106 people came out to the event. Since then, Rumor said she has given 1,300 haircuts to the homeless as part of her organization, Walking Tall. She also provides the homeless with showers, food, and clothes. Rumor has traveled to 17 states in an RV since she began her mission. Last month, she opened a headquarters for the organization. The 37-year-old says she wants to continue to give back and travel to different communities to help. "It takes so little effort to be good to people," Rumor said. "We are planting seeds of giving back." How nice. Well, that's going to do it for us here at 6 p.m. We'll be back in 2 weeks, but as my fellow anchorman states, you stay classy, Silver Valley.